Dark side. Dark side.
I think we both. I think we good. I think we good. All right. All right, brother.
Just double checking.
Best line ever. Cut class because it wasn't about cash. School wasn't no fun. Couldn't bring my gun. Now, I do not own a firearm. I did not in high school, but that's one of the hardest fucking lines ever.
Oh, that's why my shit don't get no connection. I was wondering why. Put that on my Yankee hat.
I'm a gangster grip.
Fuck gangster rap.
Where the ladies at? What are hoes? Every real nigga know the difference.
My brother was just telling me he finds my like absolvement of the word bitch for educational purposes. He finds it so weird because he says instead of saying that, you'll say some even crazier shit. Like just say the word. I'm like, nah, bro. Hoes is everything. Anybody can be a hoe for real. That ain't even exclusive. It's just the word. That word done so much damage to like women. And I got siblings, but I also like one person out in Chicago put me straight, and I was like, yeah, I ain't even gonna try to use the word no more. It is what it is now. Yeah, I feel that. Unless it's in the song. If it's a hard line in the song, I cannot be blamed. It is what it is.
Oh my goodness, there's controversy.
What you mean? That's not. That's so real. I'm respecting the artist. They put that word in there for a reason. Put that on my Yankee hat. Is this gonna fall?
I say speak from the heart.
If I tilt this downward?
Yeah, nah, you good.
No, if I lean on it.
If you lean on it?
Probably. All right, cool. Get
I'll say if you do it, like, we gonna find out.
I'm just lean a little more forward. Lean a little bit more forward.
Okay, brother. Hey, folks. Hold on, let me...
Well, you can't see it, so you can't see if that's going through or not.
I know, right? But it is. It is. I know it is. Mm-hmm. My heart got to tell me it is, you know?
We trust in Pro Tools. It probably did go through. Shout out Pro Tools.
Shout out Pro Tools, nigga. Oh, my goodness. If something fuck up on this, I'm going to be so
I'm an Ableton man myself.
I'm going to be so pressed. I'm going to be so pressed. But it's all good. Hey, my guy Leakers. Hey. Young man Suni on the beat.
Not that people even call me that no more. That's crazy.
Yeah, Leakers. They don't call you Leakers no more?
I don't... Yeah, we talk about it.
Well, no, we talking about it. It's one of my questions, honestly. What they be calling you these days?
Nothing. People call me either Malik or they call me Suni. Suni is only like complimentary if they're trying to be like funny or if they're being like, oh my God, you're a rapper now. I'm like,
nah.
I'm not really. I'm the same person. My name was either going to be Malik or some bullshit I came up with.
It's a persona, honestly. I think, like, in high school, I went by Kenyatta because it was like my dad's name.
Yeah.
But honestly, ever since I've been going by Ashanti, like, it's like a whole different, like, I feel myself, like, I don't know, becoming that person that I want to be. Like, I want to respect the name. I want to respect the name my mom gave me. So, like,
I was almost a junior.
Yeah?
I would have been mad as fuck because I have a brother who was a junior, and my dad would have named both of us after him, and I was like, I would have beat your ass every day I know you. I swear to God.
What's your dad's name, man?
His name's Ricky.
Ricky! Of course it's Ricky.
I was talking into it downward. I got you though, for sure. Now you good. Thank you. You right.
Ricky.
Yeah, if I'd have been named Ricky,
Nah, that's growing up in the hood. Most definitely, you making a lot of menace to society. What was that movie? Yeah, menace to society.
Was it Boys in the Hood or
Boys in the Hood? One of the two.
I think it was Boys in the Hood.
Yeah,
Lawrence Fishburne. Shout out Lawrence Fishburne. He real guy, real that guy. No, yeah, I would have been mad. I'd have been mad as hell.
Honestly. Okay. Introduce yourself. Hi, my name is Ashanti Kenyatta Campbell. I use he, him, his pronouns. Introduce yourself, brother.
You'd have to announce your own instructions. Hi, name's Malik. Suni, as I go by for music or art or any other thing as such. He, him, his pronouns. I'm an artist, rapper, kind of producer, but I'm kind of
performer.
Ass.
Man's acted sometimes.
Yeah, I'm bad though. I'm so bad. I'm amongst legends. I'm trying to keep up a little bit. These niggas was out acting me. It was crazy. I be feeling pressed when I'm around such talented people.
Stop all the hoopla.
That's crazy.
Okay. Honestly.
Mm-hmm.
You perform? You do stage performances?
Yeah, I've done a couple. Me and a couple homies is planning on doing some more. We were supposed to do
some earlier August. Those plans fell through because the venue we was finna go to was like in Detroit. They had like somebody bought like the venue for like a week, and it was like during the time slot we were supposed to get it, but there was like it was more money presented because they had a week and they was doing something like celebratory, and I was like, damn, that's fucked up. But it is what it is. No hard feelings.
Where have you performed?
Where have I performed in? I performed on the zone stages. For them, I performed out in Ann Arbor for like a little summer thing, like Heat Waves. It was a whole like thing we did for our homie Freckler. I ain't gonna say yo. Well, I can say yo. He's a talented painter. I think he out in LA right now.
Yeah, I got a little section. You gotta shout out the homies, bro.
Oh, for sure. Ed Freckler, that's the homie. He let us when he's gonna graduate. He let us at his where he stayed at on campus. He let us perform in his side yard. I guess that means it wasn't backyard, but side yard. He let us perform, do a little performance there. That was cool. And then I've done like small performances for homies. Which like if they was like, oh, can you do some poetry? Yeah, I got you. Just pop up. Done it in my church too. They cool. Okay. They cool people. They don't like what I be saying, but they cool people still.
I feel that. I spit some shit. I spit some shit a while ago at like my last performance, and I think my auntie was there, and she was just like, what is he gonna say? What is he gonna say?
They never know. They
like, am I gonna have to lie to him and tell him that?
No, I had an older relative who just looked at me and then shook their head, and I was like, I don't know what that means, bro. But I was talking some real shit, dog. I was trying to like be real truthful to them and like explain like this is just how I feel. It is what it is.
Yeah, I've been understanding like if it's facts, it's facts. Like it's hard for people to ever deny it.
It is what it like. It is. I don't know what you want me to do. I ain't finna lie no more. Yeah. I'm a little too old for that now.
Way too old. Where do you want to perform? If you could perform anywhere.
What do I want to perform? Yeah. I perform a lot more in the city. It's possible. I don't want to say like it's not like it's not like New York. I do not. By the way, I do not fucking like New York. Y'all are some creatures. Not New York for real. I want to go to. I would probably want to perform in Chicago for Chicago's fire. I went there for like a trip with the homies with my girl and my brother, his girl. And it was smooth. Chicago probably, but I want to perform more in the city because it's just a city. The city live, as always, live is breathing. I don't really fuck with LA like California. I'm not with that.
I'm not gonna lie. Like when it comes to, cause my brother out there, he be in the city, and I be hearing a lot of like Detroit artists in general. Like, cause I've been trying to go out myself. Like it's a big scene. I've been trying to go out myself, but I hate like. It's everybody.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
I had a panic attack, bro.
No, that's real. No, that's real. That's crazy, but that's so real, though.
I had a panic attack. Yeah, I read. But that's some other shit. But it's so much. It's like it's so many artists out there. So many people that want to be a rapper. Like some people are really good. Some people just.
I got home.
Blueprint, like,
but that's the thing. Like, I love the city because the blueprint is like you can be yourself within that. You could like say the same shit. Like, I got homies who rap from high school and homies that sing in high school. One of them niggas, fuck y'all. My fault. I had to do that for them.
It's true, bro. Speak from the heart.
It is. Cause I still ain't.
Fuck y'all.
I still ain't. Nah, I ain't saying that nigga name. Fuck that nigga. For real. I still ain't forget that nigga for shit he did to me in middle school.
Type shit.
I remember fat ass.
We hold grudges around here.
I ain't fat shaming nobody though.
We hold grudges around here.
I definitely no. It's only on him for it. He the only person I hold a grudge with. The city, the blueprint work though is good because people can like express themselves in different ways. Like you got plenty of people doing different shit in the city, but like Michigan got such a unique sound that's like we can attribute it to Detroit specifically. I ain't finna get that credit all the way to Flint. Like niggas like to do that shit is weird to me. Yeah. Respect, y'all cool. No disrespect. But it's attributed to Detroit specifically, and it's real cool. But it's so competitive out there because it's like you got local niggas who's hot around clubs and like open mics and shit. But then you got people that's way popular like all around the state, not just Detroit or not just the city and shit. So it's super competitive. And you got like niggas who can drop a project today, disappear, then drop another project out of nowhere, and it's like you got. Homies leading the charge like anywhere, so it is tough. I ain't gonna lie, it is tough. But it's also like there ain't never no room for niggas. Like niggas can do different stuff in general, but it's a little tough.
How do you feel like is the difference between like being an artist in Detroit or being an artist out here like in the Ann Arbor Ipsy area? Like, what's the difference? Like, how do you think? Is there more like opportunity and shit like that?
For me, it's seclusion. It's like in the city, you could probably like I've gone to the city multiple times with my brothers and did open mics where it's like that shit. You can do that shit every day. In reality, like niggas is free on weekends or whatever, but you can do that shit every day and keep getting your name out, and like niggas will start fucking with you and get a buzz. Like my brother raps. I'm so original. I know, right? Niggas in my family rap. I'm so original. My brother is really, really good. He just don't take this shit serious enough because he got life shit. He's really good. I ain't telling that nigga it to his face or nothing, but he good.
Really? That's why I want to do this shit, bro. I'm trying to like convince people like this is not don't have to be the fucking hobby. Like if you want it to be a hobby, it can be a hobby. Like niggas.
No, it's fun. I always tell niggas perform. I be telling my girl sing. Like you should sing because she can sing. I'm like you should sing, bro. Performing, singing, all that music in general is just fun. I feel like it's opportunities, but it's also like I don't want to be like tokenized, if that makes sense. Like I hate going to a show and be like, oh bro, we got the only rapper on the lineup, which is good though, because then if your performance is really stellar, then it's like, oh yeah, this nigga's intelligent, like he know how to put on a show, but at the same time I feel tokenized at times, so I don't be trying to perform it like Blind Pig, respect the Blind Pig. I be trying to perform out there sometimes, but it is like it's more venues in the city because city's bigger. Like Ann Arbor's big, but the city is bigger in terms of like music. Yeah,
I was talking to somebody and they said that like out here is some more catered to. Like I feel like you can go places out here, and like even let's talk about the like we done a lot of activism work.
Yeah.
And even with that, like, there's a scene for people who do shit with activism.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, like, out here, like, you can even be like whatever form of rap you come from, like, even if you like that, if you like doing like activism shit like that, or even if you want to do like gangster rap type shit, like if you want to punch in every fucking bar, like if you want to do that, I'm like, there's a scene out here. You can go to fucking 734, like it's just a whole different style. If you just like
that shit hard. Hold on, I don't want to fuck on punching in. That shit hard.
Everything got a fucking space. Honestly,
that was just funny.
But you can like out here, you can do that, and like it's cool. I remember when me and Marielle, we used to go like to fucking a lot of like poetry events out in Detroit. And we was just spitting.
They be live though.
They was live, but we was spitting rap.
As it goes. Like,
we was rapping. And it's like 34, like 30 year olds, like 40 year olds, like they spitting love, about love. And they there's so many freaky ass 35-year-olds out here. Like that shit was so wild to me.
You know, nothing else to do. I'm finna come up here and spit about my tragic past, cuz deal with it.
Really? So I think at least, and we was hearing from about those shits out here. We was hearing about those out here. I feel like the city, they serve artists better if they not from like the city. You know, I feel like when it comes to an artist from the city, wanting to be in the city scene, like really kind of supporting the city, wanting to like take that flow somewhere and like do some shit with it, you lost. You lost in the city. We would just go to the fucking hip hop shop, and the only people that was really different was niggas that come from Cleveland, Ohio. Like we was out there being different shit, but like a lot of niggas was spitting the same.
I feel that, but in the same instance, I understand that because one is a form of alienation as well of like they're not from here. We don't know what these niggas finna come with, but it's also a form of like exoticism of being like, oh, bro, these niggas from Cleveland. I don't want to hear what they rap because we all like. As much as I like praise the Detroit formula or the city formula or Michigan formula, whatever,
it's beautiful. 100%.
It definitely can get like repetitive, but we can hear we like to hear different shit, even if it's like the formula is always hard ass beats, the lyrics, and then punches and then ad libs. You throwing comedy inside of there, which is great. I fuck with it. I listen to so much shit on a daily basis, but it's a form of exoticism when you hear when you get the opportunity to hear other shit. So I see that. I think niggas got to stand out enough for. It's not like just about knowing the right people. Yeah. You stand out a little bit more, I guess. In the same as I struggle with like that as well. So I'm like, oh damn, bro, as I'm learning, mediocre. Cause
as I'm learning, I'm gonna try to like put out the game. as it come. We was just rapping some Vince Staples. You got a top 5 for me?
Top 5 Vince Staples.
Yeah, you got it. Not top 5 Vince Staples. Top 5 artists. Period.
Artists. Period.
Yeah.
All time.
All time.
Not rappers.
All right now.
Not rappers. Just artists.
Yeah. No, all time artists.
Artists.
Yeah.
That's so tough. Can it be in any order? Because I ain't really an order person. It being like it depends on how I feel for real.
Any order.
You said what?
What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm so confused.
Hey, don't worry about it. Sophia Jones, .xo, do I know her?
Brother.
I doubt it.
Brother, give me no fucking phone.
That give me time.
You know that person?
Hell no.
No.
I don't know that many folks named Sophia for real. I know 3, but they don't.
Don't take your shirtless ass on my fucking camera, nigga.
Because what if the camera go out and say, hey, the car full or something like that? Y'all can see it.
That's real. That's real. I do fuck with Vince Staples. Vince Staples is definitely up there only because, like, I've been listening to him for a while. I've heard songs from him before I knew who he was. Definitely up there.
Yeah.
I'm a huge, like, Atlanta fan for some reason. I don't know what it is about Atlanta that's culturally making a good sound, but for me, it's or, like, for me and the science, probably because I've been listening to Detroit shit my whole life and it just sounds different.
Yeah.
And I just gravitated towards Atlanta shit. Kenny is Kenny Mason. I fuck with Kenny Mason so heavy, though. I like any song that play, I probably know the motherfucking lyrics, and that sounds crazy. Like, I'm obsessed, but that nigga just write good shit.
Yeah, Kenny Mason.
I'm gonna throw Kenny Mason / Jid only because they so they like same level for me for real. Like,
Cold.
and the same instance of just talent for real. I love Tyler.
Yeah,
Tyler the Creator is definitely up there. I can never not speak about any artist that I really, really appreciate or really fuck with if it's not Tyler. Tyler is just like genuinely himself, which is so strange to be.
Yeah.
And sometimes it feels so strange because like you're yourself so much that I'm confused. I thought you were gonna put on the air from like being around you. I went to go see that. I had VIP tickets to go
See Tyler the Creator?
yeah, we went like on a Come If You Get Lost tour.
Oh, wow.
Which great. I like honorable mentions, Cali Uchis, Tizo. They was both on that tour. Tizo, hold on. Tizo last project so fucking solid. I'm not gonna lie to you, that project was great. But Tyler, I went to go like, and from hearing him like talk on stage or whatever, that shit was honestly like, this nigga's a regular nigga. He's just like he's talent. He has talent in general. Like people have talent, but he's just as normal and complex. Like he has emotions or whatever as everybody else do. And I was like, I don't know. They say don't meet your heroes because like they not gonna be your heroes no more. And it's not really like my hero for real, but it's definitely like a form of like I didn't think that you were real in the same sense. And like seeing him on stage is like, oh, that nigga's real.
I've been thinking
He's real. And then probably mix up from like Frank Ocean. Because I fuck with Frank Ocean.
You love some
like
Frank.
so bad. It's crazy how bad I need that nigga to drop some new music.
You love some
Like
Frank.
for real.
I've been thinking about talk about like meeting your heroes. I've been thinking like I feel like it's a lot similar to like killing your dreams. Cause you put like this person on a pedestal and then when you meet him like, oh, this is a person. It's like a real person.
Yeah. I had
And
speaking of lines. I had a line where it's like, ain't nothing more hurtful than like seeing that your idols or your heroes are human too. Cause it genuinely is like that, like, damn, like you fuck up same way I fuck up. It just so happens that like I never saw this out of you. Or like it does kill that kind of dream of like they're so far and detached from me that we're not even similar. And when you meet them, you're like, damn.
But even in the sense of like, I think it's people, you could look at it a bad way, but I think like honestly, when I say killing your dreams, it's like, cause this dream is something so far away. It's something you can't really like reach. But when you kill that dream and you standing over it and you've succeeded.
Yeah.
It's like, it can't help to be like some kind of like fulfilling feeling, you know? Like, I'm just trying to kill all my dreams right now.
I don't know what I'm about to do, but I know I'm gonna make y'all fuck with it. That's all that matter. Even if I'm like, I trip and fall, nigga, we on the flow performing now. Fuck it. This is on purpose.
Yeah. I done fucked up a couple times, but I think
It'd be hard.
it'd be hard.
It's especially hard for me too, cause like
Where my phone at?
I be rapping. Where is it at? The way I like rap and write, I'm like I be rhyming to like I be rhyming and
Cause you know we about to re-fucking post it, and if it's you and not, what are you doing? Fuck it.
And for me, I'll be like, I'll write and rhyme like until I can't breathe no more. Of being like, I don't leave myself pockets for air. So imagine like you're moving. I started to have to do this shit of being like, I have to write and rap write to a song, but I have to walk while I'm doing it just to be sure. I'm like, if I walk down here and back here and I'm running out of breath before I finish this line, I gotta rewrite it because it got so bad. Like when I performed at Heat Waves, where nigga I almost felt like I passed out, and my girl was there with a inhaler in her purse. Shout out. She for real. But I was for sure finna pass out. My asthma never flare up, but I was rapping so much that day that like. When I got to the heavier songs, where I'm back to back, that's just how I am. My fault.
She told me I should make you these.
I like rapping.
These birria tacos.
Who, my shawty?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. So I'm glad you.
She fuck with me.
Yeah, for real.
It be hard. Performing is hard, and it's if you fuck up, you performing, they don't know you fucked up, but it's also your opportunity to give some space, talk to the crowd. You feel it's your job to move the energy of the crowd. They gonna feel what you feeling. So if you feeling bad, you feeling anxious, they gonna feel it for sure. They can see it as well on your face. Like you gotta think this is people around you, even if it's like not a lot of people. It's people around you, and they all eyes are on you. You're directing everything, and it's like, oh no, they just want to like listen to the music or hear it, like feel the bass. Like no, they looking at you. No matter what you do, what you say, they're looking at you. It's your job to kind of direct them for real, and that's kind of tough.
Why do you think you sound like, being from Detroit? Do you consider yourself a Detroit artist?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why you sound so different? What do you think? Like, what is your motivations? Why do you think you sound so different than other like Detroit artists?
I was raised in a church, and they would not let me talk like no regular Detroit nigga, which all respect to my granny, but she definitely did not let me talk the way my friends talk.
Yeah.
But it was also just like, I took other influences very seriously of being like, just being an absorbent ass little kid and being like, oh, bro, I'm just accepting any information in dialect that I'm going to. And I used to read. I read hella books. I ain't gonna say I used to read. I read a lot of books. I have a lot of books in my room now. I like reading it, and I'll read like a story, and it would be like some fiction story, but the way the characters will talk, I pick that up and try to use that in my daily late conversations. And it sometimes some of it stuck, and other times it didn't. And there'd be words I throw in. I'm like, bro, that's not even my vernacular, cuz. And they'd be like, nigga, what are you talking about? And I'd be like, bro, you're not with it. You're not up here with me.
You ever like say a big word around somebody, like you just like around a Detroit nigga, and they be like, what?
Yeah, all my closest homies, for my closest homies, they all from Detroit. I met them in like middle school and high school and shit. They used to tell me like, bro, they used to tell me shut the fuck up a lot, because I used to just say words, and I'm like, bro, if you want me to tell you what it means, just ask me, my nigga. I'm passing English, you're not. We can go through this, bro, for real.
Lackadaisical, nigga.
You feel like that's a paradoxical question, cuz it's like I explained to my homie Charles a rhetorical meant. He knew what it meant, but I think I said it so fast that he was like, I ain't gonna call him dumb. That's my brother for real. But like he was just like, what the fuck did you say? I'm like, bro, it's rhetorical.
Yeah.
He's like, nigga, shut the fuck up.
It's not even like motherfuckers don't know what that shit mean because they heard it before.
Yeah.
It's like nobody ever explained that shit to me.
Yeah, in the same sense of like it's okay to like sneak other words, and like we do that shit now because we're all like smart as hell. Like niggas from Detroit not dumb. I don't say that.
Never.
Niggas throw words in there. Niggas is well mannered.
They know real shit
and all that. Yeah, it's just like now. For a while it wasn't like you ain't talking about no shit for real. It just like whatever you can say whatever at that point.
Yeah.
But like. Unless it got a purpose, I do got homies who do be saying shit to say shit. I love them for real. We need you in the world for other niggas. You feel me? But like I listen to a lot of different music. Like I started listening to rock when I was like 8th grade. And rock was only like a little bit different. But I say that because I'm Detroit artist, but it's okay to be from Detroit and sound different because Detroit has had a lot of different sounds define it for a long ass time, and that means nothing for that. This is the sound now. It's like, nigga, we used to be rock We still rock. I don't want to say we used to be rock. Some of the best rock songs ever was made in fucking Motown.
Facts.
Especially, a lot of this shit had involvement in Motown. House. I've been listening to a lot of house music and shit. I sound different because I'm a product of the city, and the city don't like it. Ain't just one thing. It ain't never been one thing. As much as it might seem.
I think that's why I sound different, like than most niggas out here. Like as my city influence. I can't. I feel like I don't know. Everybody got different styles, but I think like you talk about like Ann Arbor, Ipsy area. Like most artists from the Ann Arbor, Ipsy area, like. I think they got more of like a rock influence. Like they spit from their heart. Like at least it's more like sing songy. But like that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Look, now you do you. You do you.
Maybe.
I say this. I say
support
this. Back in the day, like when I first found out about you, like back in the zone days. You back in the zone days, bro. Like I'm telling you, you was this mogul. This mogul, cause no nigga was doing it like
mogul.
you.
That's insane.
No nigga was doing it like I'm telling you. We was like, and I was like, cause as a nigga that was trying, as a nigga that was trying, I say nobody was really succeeding like you. So
That's funny.
your earlier days, like when you was dropping. Cause I remember your earlier stuff was on SoundCloud, and back when we was kids, like SoundCloud, shut the fuck up.
That's an insane first statement.
Like at the time, SoundCloud was like nobody really wanted to be like a SoundCloud rapper.
Yeah,
honestly,
I got gripes with that stigma of being like a SoundCloud rapper and such. I'm like, bro, it's a platform, but it's also just like you enjoy music. I enjoy music. We on here. I still use SoundCloud to this day. It's shit on SoundCloud. I cannot find anywhere else, and I'm still there. I used to pay for SoundCloud Go because I used to fucking hate them ads. But I'm like, cause I ain't got the cheese for that.
You had, bro. I'm just like so much heart, and like I think.
He's saying that like I lost that shit. I hate this nigga so bad. He said you had so much heart.
Never.
You used to be real.
I'm just saying because I ain't had that shit.
No, that's real.
I ain't had that shit. Like, what do you think is the benefits from having that earlier stage going so hard at that earlier stage? Like, how does that benefit you today?
Feeling like I had something to prove for it, and I still do. And like it just also like came from me having to acclimate to a new environment again. Like I used to live in Ipsy. But I ain't never came to Ann Arbor. Ann Arbor was crazy. Yeah. I'm black, baby. I ain't coming over here for real. But getting acclimated to a new environment, it was also like a lot to prove in general. So like it reflected in my writing. I'm like, I gotta like keep going, keep striving, keep trying to get better or whatever. And I was like tough, I guess, for a second, because I like, mind you, when I first around the time he met me, these niggas was poets. I knew them as poets for anything. I knew them as being like people who vetted them already before me saying something. Like
niggas who couldn't rhyme.
Like you know him.
We wrote a poem because we couldn't rhyme.
Bro, shut up. They'd be like, oh my god, you're gonna love Kenyatta. He can write so well. I'm like, oh, this is crazy. This nigga can write. So learning that like people can write before I meet them is so much pressure. I still feel a lot of pressure around a lot of talented ass people now. Of like, I have to get better because I'm like surrounded by people with such talent, and I'm like, I can't let these niggas show me up. All due respect, I ain't finna let nobody show me up.
Iron sharp as iron, bro.
It definitely do. I'll be going through that with a homie of mine. That nigga thought I was gonna let him quit music. No, fuck, nigga, no.
I say a lot of your like cover art, it ranges from like. My fault.
No, you good. I'm laughing because this is funny.
A lot of your cover art ranges from just random ass pictures of you, to like actual like stock photos. Like you look like you did that shit for like software type shit.
Some of it I do. I definitely do.
Like, how do you pick if you gonna actually like sit down, type it up, or like just take that photo? You know.
It kind of depends. As of right now, I got a project waiting on cover art. That's why that was so funny. Yes. It kind of just depends. If it's like some SoundCloud only shit like that, even in instance, like my first single is like, instead of being Malik, my first single is like Suni was like a picture I took coming home after writing that song, and I was just like, damn, the moon, the trees right here where I stay at look beautiful as hell. I can see the moon in the sky. I'm just gonna take a photo of this. It's what it is.
The hardest for me. Like I can't.
It's hard. Native's a hard song, but like it's like the cover art was just for that. It sometimes kind of depends. It depends on who involved too. Of being like, how do you feel about it? Like I got producer homies of being like, it's not just my project, it's our project. So I'm like finna ask you and be like whatever. And a lot of my homies paint. They really talented painters, and I'm like I'm kind of shit at painting, so I'll be fucking with that. But I got digital software. I got drawing tablets. I've been like doing artist shit, like graphic design shit for a long time.
There are artists who would create this whole like beautiful song, like spend so long in the song. Like I know so many people like, oh yeah, you got shit on Spotify, like this, that, the third. Like I'm still working on the song so I can make it good enough to be on this platform. But even when they get there, even when they do that shit, they like, oh, you got to put a photo on here.
God damn. This is necessary. I can't just skip this shit. It's not like SoundCloud. SoundCloud will just put whatever your profile picture is as the cover art for the song if you don't upload one. But on Spotify, you need that shit.
I was stuck. I be running to this nigga right here. I'm like, bro, make something.
Yeah. No, that's real. It honestly is real. Sometimes it's just better like whatever you feel about it for real. Like if you got an idea about it, then like try to conceptualize that in a way that you understand. Of like, I got projects of like that's never seen a light of day. By the way, I got shit that's never seen a light of day.
Drop it.
Nah, I can't send it to nobody because my homie starting to leak my shit, and I was like, "God, why you doing that, bro? That's crazy."
That's undercutting you, bro.
He really, bro. He charged as hell. For a way, it is just like I had the idea of it in my brain after I listened to a lot of the songs of being like, is it a theme or is it just a bullshit? Like not like bullshit and saying like it's nothing, but like is it just a collection of songs that I just really liked at the time, and I was like, let's put them out. And then through that, I would just be like, cool, what do I think this is? Like the first like EP of Scribbles was just like all this shit felt like shit I was doing at the beginning of my career.
I would put links to all this shit in the description. If you go see it on if you're seeing it on YouTube. All that shit's gonna be in the description, brody.
Scribbles is so old. Scribbles felt like a preschooler getting crayons for real. That's why I wanted the art style to kind of simulate that in the same sense of like I wanted to feel like this is the beginning of it, but like I'm not shit yet. I'm not shit. I want to say like I am like I've achieved success or whatever. It just kind of depends, huh?
You only getting better. This is the beginning.
In a way, I wanted to feel like. Not conceptualized, but conceptualized same way. It just kind of depends. I'd be getting lazy with it too. I'd just be taking photos of myself. I think cool. Recently, I'd be fucking with Polaroids. Polaroids is such an easy hack for real of being like Polaroid cameras can capture such a different scene of like shit, and you can just scan a Polaroid in or take a photo of it and just crop it, and like even the shine and the glimmer from camera to Polaroid look good. It look good. So it's just like it's a lot of ways around it if you lazy and like me.
Yeah. It is gonna get a little serious.
All right. That's cool.
Your first track, I think my fault.
It's probably Numbers. I'm gonna say
it's probably Numbers.
Yeah.
You say RPK.
Oh yeah, that's
Can you just speak about like who that is to you? You know?
Yeah, it's my brother Kamari. His birthday on Valentine's Day. I really don't fuck with Valentine's Day for that reason. For real, it's really bad. That's my older brother on my stepdad's side, which. It's my half brother for real, because I'm like my brother's the same dad.
Bro.
Yeah, he got that's my older brother. I knew him for like a while ago when we lived down in Ypsi. He lived with us for a long ass time, like pretty much the whole time I was out here. And all my memories of being out here was with him. I went to school like Adams. They didn't call Adams no more, but we went back to the city, and then like we stayed out there. I think like 6th, 7th grade. He passed away. He died due to some violence over at his workplace, and he was trying to get his life straight because he got a baby. He got a daughter. I have a niece. I'm sorry. That's roundabout way of saying it. He got a niece.
You got a niece.
Yeah. Yeah. He got a daughter. I got a niece. That's my homie for real.
How do you think he affected your life? Like even in your music, I feel like this is the most obvious like shout out, but do you think? Like obviously, I'm sure he's affected you as a person. Like, what's a lesson that you feel like?
Yeah, he was one of the people that told me like he was kind of tall too. He's one of the people that told me like it's okay to be funny, like a funny guy, and it's okay to be tall and linky because he was light skinned, linky, like tall for real. Like he probably wouldn't have grew my height for real, but he was tall at the time. He was just a cool nigga. And he ain't never made fun of me for it, which is crazy because all my brothers did. Of being
Kindness.
like, yeah, he was just kind of cool for the most part for the entire time. He never made fun of me. And like I used to draw a little Pokemon or like trace little Pokemon or Ben 10 shit. And he used to be like, oh, this shit was good, bro. You should keep doing this shit. He bought me a Dragon Ball movie, GT movie. He ain't buy it. He stole it for real. But he got it for his little brother, for all of us for real. But he let me keep the CD and shit.
Shit.
I don't know, he showed a lot of kindness to me, but it's also like that loss showed me like anything can happen because it was like he wasn't doing shit for real. It wasn't his fault for real. That loss it just kind of morphed the rest of my life. I'm like, bro, do whatever. I'm like not living like that now for real, but I'm trying.
Yeah, I say I know you say, it affect how you look at Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And Valentine's Day is a celebration of love, like,
yeah.
But also that's something totally different to you.
It is. I'm also just not a holiday person.
Yeah, you're not a holiday person?
Not really. Like I
don't celebrate Valentine's Day either, but I feel like if I was in your position, I would have more reasons to do so. Because you got so much love.
I still do. I got a lot of people that love me and like around me and my girlfriend, my partner, shout out her. She's so real. Like I do in general of like I usually want to do something. It's just like there's always something in the back of my head of being like today. Like I used to visit his grave often on Valentine's Day, especially on Valentine's Day. And then I don't know Mo, for real. It's like, and on every Valentine's Day, it's like back here in the back of my head of being like, nigga, don't be happy. Like, what you happy for, cuz? But it kind of just changes. Sometimes I'll be getting over it. Other times I'll be like, let's go out. Or like sometimes when I can't, I'll just be like, let's just watch a movie. It is what it is. It's a lot. But I'll be trying not to make excuses for myself.
I just wanted to show love to the homie at this moment,
Oh, yeah.
I know it's like...
Like,
for real. I don't know. I feel like everybody lose people, and it's easy to, like you said, you used to go to the grave a lot.
Yeah.
And I know you still think about them every day, but I want us to think about them. You your fans,
For sure. It's a lot of loss. It's a lot of loss in everybody's life, but it's a lot of loss. Loss shape you harder than a lot of things. Think like grief shapes you more than loss does.
Let's shake that off. My bad, G.
For sure.
Eat a cutie, it'll save your life. You won't get scurvy, cuz. I was just watching Pirates of the Caribbean. You know what my first thought was? All these niggas gonna die because they ain't know what oranges was.
I'm gonna get another one.
Eat an orange. It's good for you.
Shout out Pirates, cuz. Not the...
That was so unintentional. Not the ones nowadays. Y'all crazy. The militia, y'all crazy. But I ain't never going to y'all country, so y'all ain't got to worry about
watch One Piece. I'm watching One Piece.
Bro, One Piece is so fire. Niggas, they was hyping up the live action. Live action is really good too. It really is.
All right, we got a little closing segment. We're gonna play a little game.
You got no more questions?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. This is a wrap up. But you gotta get Shorty on the phone.
Oh, my Shorty. Hold on, I gotta see if she woke.
If she woke.
No, she probably woke.
That's cool.
Fuck it up.
I ain't fucked nothing up. Not yet.
Damn, what's her contact name? That's insane.
It was tight. I wanted to get it loose.
She probably gonna be mad if she woke. I hope she is
My
woke.
bad, G.
Keep eye at that. Keep going. Keep eye at the video. Keep going.
That's why I'm asking you.
Hello. Hi, are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? Oh, okay. Are you able to talk for a second?
I got 10 questions.
I'm in an interview, and you feel me? Hey, call Shawty. You said what? Don't say that. That's crazy. All right, 10 questions.
10 questions. Okay, so you gonna text them. You're going to text him these. So I'm going to ask both of you guys a question at the same time. You send your answer in a text, what you think he's going to say. And I'm going to get him a notebook, and he can write down what he thinks you're going to say.
I ain't got a notebook.
I'm going to get you. I got you.
Are you good? That's overcomplicated. A hand of advice, just whatever you think I'm going to say, don't. Just try to come up with something different.
It's supposed to be like questions you would ask on like a first date. So I'm promise you they're very easy. They're very easy.
Question. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No. You feel me? To be completely honest, I think I've received these questions before this time, but I was like, I ain't finna read all these motherfuckers for real. All look.
It's okay. It's more
make it a G.
spontaneity.
Make you a G.
It's more spontaneity.
For sure.
Okay, first one is, what's your favorite way to spend a day off? So you text what you think he would say.
And what am I doing?
And you're going to write down what you think she would say.
What did I think she would say?
Yeah.
Oh, that's insane. I don't know her like that, cuz.
What if there's like more than one answer?
There always is. What do you think is more likely?
Or you can do a top three. You can do a top three.
You can do top three. Top three. All right, hold on. She sent it, but I'm like, for sure, I'm writing physically.
Facts. It takes time.
I only do this and I'll be writing songs. Sure. Cuz I know where you stay. Right? On a day off for real, that's really it. That's only the two things. Oh wait, no. Hold on.
All right, just let me know when you're ready. I can be patient.
For sure. Okay. All right. What did you text me? Hold on.
Yeah, what'd you say?
Oh, she really sent 3 messages. That's so real though. She said doing absolutely nothing because that's how I spend most of my days off.
Facts.
Sleeping or playing my game. I do that all the time. I do fuck with sleeping so much.
Yeah,
like
I've
on my
been sleeping
days
a
off,
lot.
I just be sleeping. For you, I was for sure saying like you either gonna sleep or you gonna clean because you got time to do it. You like that. You gonna go eat some food or you gonna watch a movie.
This is true.
Okay. We got off to a good start. Let's go.
I ain't that shitty, bro.
Let's
That's
go.
crazy.
Hold on, right, like a little table right there. Give yourself a point. Everybody got a point. One for one. Okay, question 2.
Be a stumper.
What kind of music are you into?
She said, "Damn." I don't know if you heard that. She said, "Damn."
Damn.
Oh, I thought you said "damn." It sounded like she said "damn." I'm like, that's
Off the
crazy.
Kevin
What do you
Hart
mean?
type too.
You're such a dummy to get this wrong.
You kind of would, but I ain't gonna say that for you.
Yeah, they easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
It be like that though.
How long y'all been together for a while?
We gonna be 2 years in December.
Wow.
That's that one dark skinned girl.
No.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, we dated in high school a little bit for like a while, and then we started dating again like
Go back to sleep.
3 years ago. Go back to sleep is crazy.
That's what's up, bro. All right.
Hold on.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm good. That would have been crazy. I ain't gonna lie. If you'd have got me caught, I swear to God, I would kill myself.
He said.
Not serious.
That's that one light skinned girl.
No, you don't think you know her.
Yeah, she light skin.
I got a Snapchat. You the only person I watch on Snapchat.
It's my shawty.
Ah.
All right. She said rap. Duh.
Of
You like a
course,
few,
of
but that's your
course.
go-to. That is my go-to.
Of course.
I'm a consumer of the art of the craft for real. She really fuck with R&B, but love songs is her shit. But she also be fucking with some classic rap. It'd be kind of strange to me. I'd be like, what do you know about
Classic
this? For real?
rap, like who?
Like oldie rap.
like Wu-Tang type, or
like
or Sugar Hill Gang.
I think I can't remember if it was her or if it was Charles, but I swear I heard like some Slick Rick in the background. I was like, what are you doing playing Slick Rick?
Culture.
But she do like R&B. She really like love songs though. Like love songs. Specifically R&B wise. Well, I wouldn't consider you. Would you consider like Jasmine Sullivan? Like that's R&B technically.
Yeah.
Technically, yeah, like Jasmine Sullivan, LMA. Too in the same instance. I'm naming artists, but they like genre lists. I guess she just like feel good music.
I get that.
Might make you cry a little bit, but it's also fuck that nigga for real.
I get that. Fuck the people.
Wait, is
I
that
love the
right?
people,
Did
but
I-
fuck
did
the
I get
people.
that?
Just for my mental health, I gotta say fuck the people.
Did I get that somewhat accurate?
You get that mostly accurate.
Okay, hold on.
What
Hold
music
on.
do you listen to? I could just say hip hop.
R&B is right, but like some of the details were like.
I'm making problems.
Niggas be trying
This is- yeah.
niggas be trying to short stick me. I ain't gonna give myself a point for that then. All right. I ain't gonna give myself a point for that.
That's
Niggas be
humble.
Yeah, you didn't have to like.
That-
Go you just asked what genre.
I hear you, but I was trying to show off. You feel me? But it's
Honestly.
cool. It's cool though. It's cool. It is what it is. It is what it is.
All right.
Did
So
you say LMA?
Yeah.
you like LMA?
That out, buddy. Well, carry on.
You went to go. All right.
All right.
Anyways.
Next one.
I
Next
see
one.
LMA, but like she's not. I count her as R&B, but she's not like. She's not like up there.
I didn't say this motherfucker was your top 5. I just
feel it.
mentioned some shit you listen to, cuz.
Okay. Who was the best vacation you ever took and why?
Oh, with each other?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. We've only really gone on like one vacation, bro. Yeah, we've only really gone on one vacation. We went to Chicago, and I was fire.
Yeah, Chicago.
Yeah, she went to this. Her and my homegirl went to the spa, and I was cool. They got to experience that, and even my brother went to go walk around and shit. And it was good because they was like doing a lot of shit they wanted to do, and like it was big because it was a real vacation for real. It was like we away from everybody. We away from hell for real.
I feel that.
So we chilling. We ate good food too. That was the main part. We be fucking the
love
food
that.
up.
All right. This is something you're gonna answer for each other.
Okay.
So, where is the next place on your bucket list to travel?
On our
Yeah,
together.
or you could do it together. You cannot do it together, but
Answer. Use it to get together.
you can do it together and I do it together. But like, where would you want to go? And Kayla, where would you want to go?
Where was she? Okay, I can answer where she want to go. But I definitely want to. No, I can answer what we.
You send what you think he's gonna say. He wants to go, and he's gonna say where he thinks you want to go.
For sure, I could do that. I'm smooth on that one. I'm gonna give us both.
We're saying where I think he's gonna say where he wants to go together.
Just send it in a text. Text him where you think he wants to go.
Okay.
She don't know me that well.
It's okay if we get one wrong.
Both said no, it's not. No, it's not. Yeah, but I forgot what country that was. It's I'm gonna do US because I know where you want to go and I know where you're going soon. But like I know where you want to go specifically, and we're planning for this. I think.
Yeah, sweet, bro.
How we sweet.
So
She
sweet.
hate my guts. 'Cause she be trying to suffocate me in my
We
sleep.
love each other enough to hate. I love that shit, bro.
You literally say I'm gonna suffocate you.
First of all, who be it? It's not nobody else's business. I tell you that in privacy.
Okay.
I'm fearing for my life.
Okay.
She said New York again.
New York?
Because I did just go to New York, and while I was there, I was like, damn, I want to bring her here and show her a lot of the shit that I've seen. Because I did miss her. I was like, oh, dog. I'm like away from her for a minute. That ain't happening in a while.
We've been talking about going to the East Coast most definitely.
For sure.
Where in New York would you want to go?
Where I want to take her, or where do
Yeah,
I
where you
wanna
want to take her?
Brooklyn. We went to Flatbush or like Bed-Stuy, but like Bed-Stuy more like Harlem for real. But it's a nice little neighborhood, but they got parks and shit out there. They got a lot of like really cute ass food places that she
Yeah.
really fuck with. When we was in Chicago, we went to like a lot of cute food
I gotta
places.
make my way. But I'm afraid of the people. I feel like the people going.
They smooth. They
smooth?
Well, I look the way I look, so they was not talking to me for
All
real.
right, cool,
Not like
cool.
not that instance of being like, but they can tell that you different based on the way you
Yeah.
talk and like how you stand, which I thought was so weird because I'm like, I just came in here for a chopped cheese, bro. Can I leave? I say for her because I think we're planning for a New Orleans trip. She definitely want to go to New Orleans because she's from want to go for Mardi Gras. But it was a country it was somewhere out of the country too. But like I can't remember if it changed or not. But it used to be Madrid.
It did not change.
It didn't. Okay, yeah. It used to be Madrid. She really wanted to go to Madrid, but Madrid got militia out there, and I ain't trying. I was talking about them earlier because it was already on my
armed
mind.
guards. You going with?
You feel me? I need to pay some people to go there. I give us a point for that.
I get it. All right.
Appreciate you. She in the lead. I hope you lose.
Okay, what are your hobbies and how did you get into them?
Oofums. I know the hobbies. I don't remember how.
Okay. We can do a 0.5 point. We can do a 0.5 point.
I'm pushing.
I'm for the people.
Damn, she be doing a lot though. I don't do shit for real. She don't know how I got into that shit either though. I be doing copious amounts of drugs. No, I'm sorry. That's fucked up. I ain't saying that.
Young Leak is clean. Young Leak is super clean. Let's not put that out there.
Clean.
Young Leak is super clean.
I'm so not a drug taker. Bro, I be drinking apple juice in my heart. I be drinking coffee and my heart be palpitating, cuz I can't.
Honestly,
I can't do none of that.
High off life.
For real. She do be doing shit. I wouldn't call that a hobby though, but it is like one of those things that she enjoy. But she do be like giving gifts. It ain't really a hobby.
Gift giving?
But it just feels
it's
good.
an art, most definitely.
I understand. It is. I understand that in the same sense of like that. She don't know how I got into one of my shit. I know she don't because I don't think I ever told her. But I can't remember how she got into one of her main ones. All right.
I feel it.
She said, making music is your hobby, but I wouldn't even say it's a hobby. It's more a lifestyle. You've been writing since I know you. That's real. That's real. That's super real. That's super real. That's super real. That's super real. Yeah, pretty much that. And then she said, you like to cook. But I took culinary school in high school. So I was like, that shit was easy. But I can't even lie, one of my counselors was like, girls like men that know how to cook. And I was like... No, she did. She still worked there. The same counselor. She's light skinned. I forgot her name. Sorry. She worked there still, and she was like, they like to cook, but girls like men don't know how to cook, and I know how to cook. But I was like, let me learn some professional shit. That was cool. She liked to dance. She's a really good fucking dancer. Oh my god. She like this. She can sing. She don't like to sing often.
I'm expecting to hear you on the next track.
I'll be trying to. I'll be like, maybe you hear this? Like, you think you just want it? She'll be like, if you tell me what to do, I'm like, no, I want you to do whatever you feel like doing.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I don't know. I don't remember how you got into dance, baby. I'm gonna ask you that later.
I've been dancing forever. I think I did tell you. I was in show choir in middle school, and then I was dancing before that, but I didn't have no rhythm before that. But I think show choir is really, really when it hit.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
Choir kids. He was in theater quite often, actually.
Yeah. I
Pretty
did
good
a lot
actors.
of theater when oh my goodness. I did a lot of theater when I was a kid, bro. But it was the first time I really stepped out. I was afraid. You making fun of my vocal warm up.
You can't see that.
It's just not even.
Y'all can't see that, but that's a crazy.
Nigga do it. Which is the
sharp face.
Imagine, I went to this motherfucking classroom, bro. I see this guy doing.
Oh my goodness, nigga.
There's a whole room full of white people, one black kid.
Now, the way he painted that scene is a little crazy, but I understand though. No, cause he was showing out. You feel me? He's solidarity, cuz. But them vocal warm ups are serious. I don't know if I didn't try to sing on stage once, cuz, and I didn't warm up. Nigga, that was terrible.
I was to be honest, I was scared to get into acting because low key, I ain't read that well.
That's so real. No, that's so real. That's so real.
I can memorize shit like the back of my head.
It'd be up here, but literally reading is a little tough.
I'm like, niggas laughed at me a lot, but I got that shit down.
Hell yeah.
I got that shit down.
I think I only made like
This nigga, he'd be like,
that's so real though.
Hey, tell me why, bro. Tell me why. We was at Active. We used to work at a pesticide company, and they was telling us to read like this like slideshow.
Yeah.
And tell me why they said, oh, like who wants to go around and read? And this is like I'm like, well, how old was I? Like I had to be like 20, 21, old enough. But like it was like, oh yeah, read. And this nigga gonna be like, oh, here we go. In front of fucking
set your ass up. He said, all right.
He was like, oh,
here's a show, guys.
And then tell me why I read that shit like it was nothing. And he gonna be like, wow. I didn't expect you to.
I wasn't expecting that out of you. I was expecting the fuck over to. That's so crazy. It be your peoples. It be your mans. It be your mans. It be your mans.
It be your own
fucking
like people.
My homie be slipping up on words. I do not let that shit go. I'll be like, nigga, what did you say?
Type shit. Okay.
Word.
Yeah. So what was the last TV show you've binged watched?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
What was the last TV show you've binged watched?
I know. I'm thinking because I'm trying to remember what was the last shit. Well, she know what I just watched. Hold on, I ain't gonna do that because it is like that. Baby, don't say that on. Hold on, I don't want nobody to know I watch that show for real. I don't want nobody to know I watch that show for real. Last show you like the last show? What did I walk into?
Like, binge watched and finished it, or like I'm still binge watching?
Just binge watch.
It can be
Just binge
continuous,
watch.
yeah.
Just binge watch.
Oh, then baby, you should know this.
I mean, yeah, I'm trying to figure out what did I walked in on like a couple shows where I was like, what the fuck is this? And he was like, my show. And I was watching and like kind of stopping to watch it and kind of not stopping to watch it.
That's how it be, bro.
I know one of them. Can I?
Yeah.
I know one of them was like, I think you watched some of the High School Musical, the series. I think you watched like a good chunk of that. But there was this other show. I walked in. It wasn't House of Anubis. No. It wasn't that. It wasn't that. What the? Oh, Black. You just watched like a lot of Black Lightning in like a couple nights, like a few nights.
That's a bingeable show.
Actually, still binge watching Black Lightning.
Yeah, we was
Bingeable show.
chopping through that for real. And then we watched a good chunk of like, I can't even call that binge watching for real though. That's just like we was watching whenever we could watch it. But it was like we was watching Supernatural because I was making her watch it for real.
Bingeable show.
It really is.
So many seasons of fucking Supernatural.
Just random shit.
I still got to do it. I
Yeah.
keep on telling myself I am.
It's real. What did I last binge watch?
Love is Blind.
Why would you say that? You knew exactly what show I was talking about. I said, don't say that. I don't want nobody to know. Yeah, no. Hold on. Backstory. This is backstory. I went to New York and I stayed with she's now a homie of mine, confidently, Ariel. And while we were there, it was like, have you seen What Love Is Blind? I'm like, no, I fucking hate shows like this. Yeah. And they put it on. It was like, you gotta watch it. Trust me, it's some crazy shit.
Oh,
and then I started watching, and I'm like, these folks are fucking insane. It's an experiment on love for real. About like you talking to a bunch of people, like a bunch of people talking to a bunch of people. You get in these rooms that's next to each other. You do not know what this person look like, but the goal is to eventually come out and marry them, by not knowing what they look like.
I've watched a few episodes.
I ain't gonna lie. I watched like all the first few episodes that got released in like 2 nights for real. I was like, damn, this shit kind of good. And mind you, the episode, it's like 4 or 5 episodes. Episode's like an hour 30 minutes long. I was like, nigga, I'm watching this shit. But a lot of them is pieces of shit for real. We gonna leave that to interpretation. But I did. Love Is Blind was good. I don't be watching TV shows like that, so I can't even attribute that. I be watching movies, but I like horror movies and shit. So
I feel that. All right. Last but not least,
for sure.
Are you into podcasts or only listen to music?
We both really into music. I don't think I've ever heard her listen to a podcast for real. I think she used to do it when she drove or when she was in college or like driving around campus or something. But I don't listen to podcasts much anymore. I'm speaking for both of us right now. My bad, baby. Like I don't think we either of us listen. We more of a music person. Like even while we in the car. Like, I'll play a podcast and I'll like turn it off. Like here, you can control music or something. Yeah. If I really feel like it. Most times I just play my own music and turn it loud. And she's so loving. She just take it. She'd be like, "Oh, cool. Good. I guess good songs." Shit.
I feel that.
She didn't get here for real. But that's a good question.
You go in and out, so I kind of have to like pick through what you're saying and figure it out this whole entire time.
Wow. My bad. I'm sorry. That's real. My connection out here is not that good. My bad.
Yeah, my connection not that good out here either. I gotta stand up and like
that's
be in this corner over here
for
type shit. It's horrible. Every time I order Domino's in that room, it's like you're breaking up.
It's bad.
It's so bad.
That's real. Cause I stay around the corner, so I know that. I know that too. I ain't have to divulge that. My fault.
They don't know where I live. Y'all ain't gonna know where I live. Nobody gonna know where I live.
I used to stay at B. Yeah, she got my look. She got my look.
Got the location.
She got my looks. Your ass is spent. She know this exact coordinate, cuz.
Oh my goodness.
No, but we both a music person. Podcast is cool though. I think sometimes it's good. Depends on the podcast. If it's more of like a show, or like somebody she really like pops up on there, she gonna watch it, and it's like an hour long. So I guess that count. Like, what's the dog name that had Coco Jones on there? Well, they made a series out of that, but. Yeah, he had Coco Jones in there, and they made a show. They got picked up by a bunch of shit.
Drake drops tonight.
I don't care about Aubrey Graham. No, I'm joking. I'm probably gonna listen to it though.
Wait, you a rapper? You don't listen to Drake?
Not at all.
Yeah, a lot of rappers don't listen to Drake. Everybody trying to.
No, I just don't. I ain't never like. I ain't say I never liked it. I just no longer like it. The question was, are you more of a podcast person or a music person?
I feel like if I was the one who was making a podcast, I might be more of a podcast person.
I feel that.
See, now what she's saying is she's more of a music person, so she should start making music, is what she's saying.
Yeah.
So I'll expect it in 3 weeks. I didn't say covers because I said originals. We finna make you into her. What do you mean? You be making songs out of not dumb stuff. I'm sorry, that's rude.
All right, brother. All right, I appreciate you for answering the call. Please don't give out my address.
Don't expose the logs.
We treat your man's right over here.
For sure.
Of course. But that's a wrap, folks. You got any last things you want to say to the people, brother?
Expect a project soon. I really am trying to work on cover art. My homie O is like frustrated with me because I'm like so lazy and nonchalant about shit. But I got a busy life because I be trying.
Real life.
Expect the projects. It's like a couple songs that I think is cool, and after that, expect the album that's coming out.
Big homie on a feature. Just dropped a single. Thinking About You.
It's a good song. It's really catchy.
Go listen to it. The remix coming out whenever it's coming out, and Big homie on it.
I'm trying not to shit the song up. It's a good song. You should listen to it. It's catchy.
Look out. Much love and respect. I appreciate y'all.
Bye.
Oh.
Expect this nigga music to be more and more because we need to put more music out. Not we, but like as a unit.
For real.
You feel me?